welcome to this free yoga practice brought to you by our friends at the San Antonio River Authority. I'm Cassandra with Mobile Om Yoga, and I'm so grateful to feature a special space for this Monday evening class. As you can tell, I am not outdoors on the San Pedro Creek Culture Park, our normal Monday night home, but instead I'm just a few steps away at Artpace San Antonio. Today I'm inside of the gallery that is featuring an exhibit titled After Carolee, Tender and Fierce, which was conceived for Artpace's 25th anniversary to give tribute to one of its most iconic former residents, Carolee Schneemann. So welcome to Artpace. I'm so happy to be able to feature this gallery, especially because it's the first time that more than a dozen women artists with ties to Texas have come together to collectively show their pieces. So today I'm standing in front of one of the pieces in this exhibit, and this is done by a surrealist painter by the name of Yulia Lenina. I was particularly inspired to use this piece and feature it today because one of these paintings behind me, this particular one up here on my left, is entitled Morning Yoga. So since it's not morning, we're going to wake ourselves up like fresh new morning so that you can move into your evening and work out any of those manic Monday kinks. All right, thank you again for joining me. We're going to get started today down on our mats in a child's pose. So go ahead and come down, bringing the knees wide to touch the sides of your mats, and then you're going to bring your big toes together to touch. Before we come down in child's pose, let's take a big inhale and just stretch yourself out. Imagine you're creating that morning sunshine. And then as you exhale, just bow yourself all the way down, walking your fingertips to the ground, all the way to the front of your mat. And see if you can settle your forehead to meet the ground and the hips to meet the heels. And take a moment and a few long, full, and deep breaths here. And the first step in our yoga practice is the process of arriving, showing up and getting present right here, right now. Taking a few more mindful breaths to really feel up your body, emptying out, noticing how your body feels, perhaps any stress or tension or worry that may be weighing on you. Now is your time to commit to being here for yourself. One more big deep breath in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, let's press through the palms and slowly begin to lift yourself up, finding a tabletop pose. Put your wrists right underneath your shoulders and bring your knees right underneath your hips. We're going to move with that breath. Inhale, moving the belly to the mat. As you lift the heart, we're finding a cow pose. I want you to feel your collarbones spread nice and wide. And then on your exhale, tuck your chin, roll your tailbone under, and begin to press the back of your heart up towards the ceiling. Take another inhale, drop the belly, lifting up through the gaze, lifting up through the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin and rounds. So close your eyes, take a few more rounds here. And imagine, just like you would first thing in the morning, take a full body scan. Wake up into your container, into your breath, into the movement of thoughts perhaps you've carried with you. And just begin to direct and focus any areas of tension or stress into a place of ease through the breath. Once you've found one more round of cat-cow, go ahead and pause in a neutral spine. Nice flat back. Feel the heart pulling long. Feel your hips pulling back and the navel drawing gently in towards the spine. We're going to begin to take the right heel back. So you can start with the toes down on the mat, heel to the sky, and continue pulling long through the heart. Using the navel, drawing in like you're corseting the ribs, but the breath is still steady. Begin to lift the right heel up and away from the ground, flexing the foot. And then keep your heart lifting forward. Take an inhale, lift the heart, lift that right heel. As you exhale, we're going to take a cat, using that right knee to round in towards the nose, nose to knee. 2 more just like that. Inhale, stretch the right heel back, lifting up through the heart. And exhale, draw the knee towards your nose, rounding the back of the spine. Inhale 1 more time, heel back, heart high. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and pause right there. Take another inhale. See if you can draw your knees a little bit higher. Exhale, you're going to begin to step that right foot between your hands. You may need to lift the right hand. And then as you sink forward, I need to walk my right foot quite a bit forward. Walk yours as well. So you're sinking down into that left hip, right ankle underneath your right knee, and then pull your heart forward. Begin to lift the chest off the thigh. Hands can come to support you on the right thigh. Keep sinking the lower body down. Feel the opening, the awakening of your left hip flexor. And then we create our own sunshine by drawing that navel point in, by awakening the energy within our container. So draw your navel point in, and if you feel like you're really ready to expand from there, you can reach the fingertips high. Keep the shoulders softening. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stay. And then go ahead and bring your hands down to meet the mat. You're going to take that right leg. We're going to bring it all the way back towards the back again, finding a 3-legged tabletop. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the right toes down. You're going to swivel on the left knee to a diagonal. Come to the inside of your right foot. Lift the right arm. Big open breath to find this modified side plank. 1 more breath. And then bring the right hand down. Bring the left shin back to parallel. Right knee comes to meet the left. Left heel begins to extend back. Toes can stay tucked and touching the earth, or lift and engage through the left heel. Extending your heart long and forward, navel drawing into the spine. So that's a lot of stress that we're doing to activate. And our yoga tells us to find balance. So we don't want to be scrunching the face and holding the breath. Those are the areas we can bring softness to balance out this effort. Take an inhale, lift your left heel, lift your gaze, arching in the spine. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards your nose, tuck the chin and round the back. Inhale, extend the right heel back, lifting up through the heart. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards your nose. 1 more time, inhale, lift the left heel back, lifting the heart high. Exhale, bring the knee to your nose and pause here. Inhale, lift a little higher, and then we're going to step the left foot forward between the hands, beginning to sink forward and down, this time into the right hip flexor. And walk the left ankle so that it's directly stacked under your knee. Beginning to lift forward and up through the heart, hands can come onto the front thigh. Really beginning to find some openness in the front of the right hip flexor. Get really tight there when we sit a lot at our desk, in our car, on the couch. Take an inhale, extend the fingers high, reaching it into this full crescent shape. Soften the shoulder. Take 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bring your hands down onto the mat. This time you're going to tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and then step your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet a little bit wider than the hips, maybe towards the edges of the mat. Turn your toes out to the side. We're going to inhale, come all the way up to standing, finding a little miniature kind of star pose. And then as you exhale, bring the hands together. We're going to come all the way down into a squat. So we're going to do a few of those together. As you inhale, straighten the legs, reach up and open. As you exhale, come down into a squat. Inhale, lift up, reach up and open. And exhale, hands together, come down into a squat. One more time. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, come down into a squat, and let's pause just a moment. Elbows to inner thighs, lifting up through the heart, sinking the hips. Breathing into the sensation. In this practice, we put stress on our bodies. We find that edge, not so we can resist it or to wish otherwise, but to see if we can soften into that experience. Take one more breath here in. Exhale out. Then bring your hands to the mat. You're going to straighten your legs, but fold the forward in the upper body. Toe heel your feet a little closer under the hips. Toes face forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. And then you're going to take a generous bend in your knees. Belly comes to the thighs and melt down into ragdoll. You can reach across and grab opposite elbows. And shake your head yes. And shake your head no. And a few breaths, few moments here to let your spine decompress. Let your brain drain. And release your fingertips down to meet the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands and step your feet back. Find a high plank or a high push-up. And then exhale, go ahead and lower your knees. Find your way back to a tabletop. And remember, we forgot something on the other side, so we're just going to do it here. Take your left heel back behind you. You're going to turn that right shin open. Come to the inside of your left foot and find that modified side plank with the right arm as a base. Big open chest, up and open, right hand planting into the earth. And then go ahead and bring yourself back around. Bring the left knee in line with the right, and we'll make our way to downward dog. Palms come a little bit closer to the top of the mat. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. For this first down dog, bend one knee, press the opposite heel towards the mat. And then lengthening both heels towards the mat, softening your heart back. Big, deep breath in. And exhale it out. One more big breath in. Exhale, empty. Inhale, look to your hands and begin to walk or step your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow down. Coming all the way to standing. Root through the heels. Reach out, reach up. Fingertips reach high. Exhale, hands come together at your heart center. On an inhale, let's stretch back up, finding one breath, one movement. Exhale, fold. Our sun salutation. Finding our inner sunshine. Inhale, heart forward. Lift the corners of your mouth and smile. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back, high push-up or plank, and continue on that exhale to lower all the way down, belly to the mat. Uncurl your toes. On an inhale, you're going to lift up through the heart, squeeze the elbows in, finding a strong cobra pose. Exhale, lower, downward facing dog is where we'll meet, lifting yourself there. Take a deep breath in and then empty out. Look forward and move your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, reach out like the rays of the sun. Reach out, reach up. Exhale and bow yourself all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat, feet step back, high plank. This time, maybe when you lower, you just come to hover. Find a little more active chaturanga. And then you can inhale, open up to upward dog, straightening the arms. Or you can always keep it down at cobra. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Begin to shift weight into your left foot. Inhale the right leg back behind you. Bend your right knee and let your right knee open up. Finding a big side body stretch, big inhale. And then look to your hands as you exhale. Bring the right foot forward in between your hands. You're going to stay on the ball of your back foot and bring your hands either to the hips to begin. Find a little bit of balance here. Squaring right hip back, left hip forward. Really strong and active in the left quad. Draw your navel in, the heart up. And when you're ready, you can reach the arms up high to the sky. Breathing in and out. So you're going to begin to open your arms out wide side to side. You can inhale. And as you exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Twisting in the upper body. Keep squeezing your inner thighs, knowing you can always drop your back knee if you need that support. Stay upright in the heart. Reach your palms wide. Inhale. And then maybe you start to reach the right hand down, left arm up. Right hand's looking for that left thigh. Left arm's looking for the sky. Big breath. And inhale back to parallel with the arms if you started to take that drop. Then we're going to take the left hand now to the inside of your right foot. You're going to turn to the outside of your back foot. Start to walk your front foot back. We're taking a modified side plank. Right foot is planted in front of you. Reaching up and open through the heart. Take a big breath here. And as you exhale, right hand down, spin onto the left foot. Right heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, bring the right foot down to meet the left. Breathing in. And let it out. Left heel high to the sky, take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knee, begin to open up the hip. Big side body stretch, inhaling, open in the left side. Staying for your exhale. One more inhale. Look forward with your exhale, bring your knee all the way forward, step your foot in between your hands. Staying on the ball of your back foot, rise up, hands on your hips, crescent lunge. Wrap the left hip back, wrap the right hip forward. As you sink into the legs, you're also engaging, staying active in the back leg. When you're ready, you can begin to reach your arms high and breathe. Sink a little deeper. Begin to open your arms wide, palms to the sky, lifting up through the heart. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, begin to twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Stay tall in the heart, wide in the collarbones. Inhale. And maybe as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches high. That left hand can anchor onto your left leg or just be reaching towards the earth. Big breath in and out. You're going to inhale. If you need to come back up, come to parallel, and then bring that right hand to the inside of your left foot, opening up the left arm. Begin to toe heel your left foot back, toes facing the side. Come to the pinky side edge of your right foot, finding this modified side plank here. Using that left foot as an anchor to support you. Take an inhale, big open chest. Exhale, left hand down, left heel comes all the way to the sky. And then exhale, go ahead and bring your left foot down to meet the mat. Inhale, breath here. And exhale it out. Inhale, come forward into a high plank. And then exhale, go ahead and lower all the way down to your belly. We're going to inhale, press into the forearms, come into a Sphinx Pose, lifting up through the heart. Rolling those shoulders back and breathing here. Take your left arm and start to take it parallel to the front of your mat, using just that left arm to help support you lifting in the heart. You're gonna take your right hand and begin to reach back for your right foot. Try to grab the inside edge of your foot. You're gonna take an inhale, lift up through the heart, draw your navel in. As you exhale, kick the right foot into your hand. So each inhale, lift the heart. Each exhale, kick the right foot into your hand. Breathe. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, kick and breathe. And then go ahead and lower. You're gonna bring your forearms to stack. Forehead comes onto the forearms. And take a pause here, nourishing the back body. And then go ahead and begin to come back up. Come back onto your forearms. So we'll start with both forearms down. Bend your left knee, and as you grab onto the left foot, you can turn that right forearm parallel to support you better here. Keep pressing into the right forearm to keep lifted in the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, kick your left foot into your hand. Begin to open that left shoulder. Each inhale, the heart lifts. Each exhale, you kick back. Big open chest, big open breath. And then as you exhale, release. Stack your forearms and bring your forehead to rest. Long, full, deep breaths here. Go ahead and release the hands back towards the side body. We're gonna find a cobra or an up dog. As you inhale, start to lift the heart, squeeze the elbows in. And then we'll make way into downward facing dog. Hips lift high to the sky. Take your right leg up, bend and open up your hip, big inhale. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot, rise up, hands to hips. Or maybe you reach the fingertips all the way up to the sky. All right, we're gonna take a little movement here. So get into your legs, try to keep your legs nice and strong. You're gonna inhale up, and as you exhale, you're gonna lean forward and reach your hands back, like you're gonna take off of that back foot. Keep that back leg active. Inhale, reach the arms up, heart lifts. Exhale, lean forward, take the arms back. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, take the hands back and pause. We're gonna begin to step into that right foot. So if you wanna go straight from here, go for it. Or maybe you kind of bring the back foot in a couple of steps. Keep reaching the arms back. Activate the left foot. A little micro bend in your standing knee is gonna help you out a lot here. Balancing on your right foot, lift your heart long. Reach that left heel, flying like an airplane. And then on your next inhale, come all the way to standing, left foot to the earth. Arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands by your side. Take your left hand onto your left hip. This is gonna be our peak today, our nice dancer pose. When I looked at this, it reminded me of my days as a dancer. So I've always loved this pose. It's a place where the more we find our uplifting elements, that we're not weighted down so much by our thoughts or by gravity, we can be light, like a ballerina. All right, let's find it. Right arm's gonna open up to the right side. And you're gonna grab, just like we did on the belly, the inside of your right foot. Step one is just for those knees to stay towards the ground, heart lifting, and trying to find your balance. A lot of balance is finding something to gaze at. So if you're not looking at me, find something else to look at to help you out. The next step, take your left arm up to the sky. Stand really tall. This might be a good place if you're really working on balance. Otherwise, the full posture, take an inhale here. As you exhale, you kick your right foot into your hand. You're gonna notice you start to tilt forward, but keep lifting in that left hand. So you're lifting in opposite directions, really active, light and open like a dancer. Take a big breath in. Take the corners of your mouth up. They really do help to defy gravity. One more breath. And then as you exhale, go ahead, release the right foot down. Shake it out. and feet come together. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and pause. On your exhale, take your hands down. Step your feet back, high push-up. Taking your vinyasa, belly can come all the way down or come to a hover. And then inhaling through your heart, open to cobra or up dog. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Get your left heel high, bend and open the hip. And then we're going to go ahead and bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Begin to rise. Bring your hands to your hips. Square your hips. Stand up nice and tall here. Activate the back leg to support you. When you're ready, the arms are coming overhead, lifting high through the heart. And then we're going to find that movement on this side. So inhaling right here as you stay lifted. Exhale, hands come behind you, heart forward. Inhale, hands lift, heart high. Exhale, come forward. One more time. Inhale, arms lift, heart high. Exhale, hands come back, heart forward, pause. And then you can fly. You can either try to just take one big leap, which might be a bit challenging, or you can step that back foot in a few times. Keeping yourself nice and active to the right heel, reaching through the collarbones, keeping that smile on your face. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, begin to bring the right foot down to meet the left. Shake out your standing leg. All right, bring your hands onto your hips, and then you're going to open your left palm. We're finding that dancer prep on the left side. Grabbing onto the inside edge of your left foot, both knees come together, heart lifts. This may be your beginning. Find a drishti. Right arm lifts. This is another step a little bit more difficult. And then lastly, you find that kick into the left hand. Continue reaching to the right fingertips, finding a beautiful dancer pose, imagining you're leaping into Swan Lake. Taking one more breath, kick your left foot, reach the right hand. And then as you exhale, bring your left foot down. Shake it out. Inhale all 10 fingers towards the sky. And exhale, take it down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Last vinyasa, feet move back. Make it your own. You can skip it if you want. Upward facing dog. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And an exhale, breath out. Look forward to your hands. We're going to walk your feet forward, bending at the knees to come sitting onto your hips. All right, go ahead and bring your right leg out and the left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Turn your upper body towards your right thigh. Take an inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, we're walking the hands over that right leg, forward fold. Try to keep the shoulders softening, the breath expanding. And your next inhale, begin to come upright. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, folding over the butterfly, over center. And let the head get heavy. Come back into your container, check in. Just remember, the real journey of this practice is not to get more flexible, not to get into these knots of poses, but to get more in tune to the person that we are, how we feel, how we cope. Take an inhale, begin to lift yourself all the way back up upright. Take your left heel out, and we'll just switch now to the left side, turning your torso over that left leg. Take an inhale for length up through the heart, and an exhale to fold all the way down, letting your head get heavy. And feeling the stretch and allowing that stretch just to do its job. You don't need to bring any thoughts into the equation here. On your next inhale, go ahead and come all the way upright. This time you're going to straighten that right leg. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to fold through center in our straddle. Just finishing off some work in our legs here. Feeling this on the inseam of your legs. Keep the toes flexed up towards the ceiling. Keep your navel drawing in. You're still kind of leading with the heart, trying to keep your spine nice and long here. And when you really lean into the stretch where you're feeling that edge, just see if you can soften and dilate some of that energy so that you're not gripping or suffering. Your next inhale, begin to walk your hands to lift you up. And you're going to bring both of your legs together and we'll lie down onto your back, bringing the knees with you all the way up and into your chest. Give a moment of love, rocking your back side to side. We're going to keep the right knee hugged in and extend your left heel down the mat. Really let the left leg get heavy down onto the floor. Then you'll extend your right arm out to the right side and use your left hand on your knee to start taking it over across the body. You're rolling onto the left hip to find a depth in this twist. And you're trying to keep that right shoulder anchored. So you're moving that right knee and right shoulder in opposite directions. And then expand your breath and really let it flow here in our final spinal twist. Wringing out the remaining stress or worries of your day. As you inhale, go ahead, come back up into center. We'll switch sides. Bring your left knee to meet your right. Extend your right heel down onto the floor. And then extend your left arm out and take your right knee all the way over, finding, again, that traction. You're moving the right knee or the left knee and the left shoulder in opposite directions. And letting the breath facilitate space. Big, full, and deep. On your next inhale, go ahead and come back into center. Bring your right knee to meet your left knee. One more time to give yourself a hug. Nose comes up to your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze. Thank yourself for showing up at practice today. And then lower your head, release your legs, and settle into a final resting space. So as you scan your physical container, just notice how you might be able to shift around so that you can get more comfortable. You're really being supported and held here. The ability to surrender. Bring your attention to the movement of your breath. Let this moment be simple. Just you and your breath. No expectation, no judgment, no worry. Just watch as it rises and watch as it falls, one after another. Take a moment to begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness into the context of your body, the space within your skin. Begin to gently wake up the fingers and the toes, wrists and the ankles, maybe even your head moving side to side. Make your way into a full body stretch, the arms moving behind you, the heels moving away from the arms like you're playing tug of war from fingers to toes, big stretch. And then drawing your knees towards your chest. You can roll to the side, or I like to rock front to back to rock my way up. We're going to meet upright, finding a comfortable seat on the mat. Crisscross the legs. Make sure you're nice and grounded into your sits bone. Take an inhale one last time to find a big sunshine arms, waking ourselves up to the fingertips, and then sealing your palms together and bringing them to touch in front of your heart. Close your eyes and bow to your fingers. Bow to this mudra of salutation, of honoring and respecting yourself for showing up today and sharing that gratitude with our virtual community, our sponsors for this class, and for this beautiful space we're getting to share today. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Namaste.